Joe Jewett in the Morning Show on 102.5, the alternative station. Time now for your weekly gaming report. That's brought to you by Video Game and Music Exchange and by Comic Town. Remember, Comic Town is your source for comic books and more. Chuck from Gaming Nexus in this morning. How you doing, Chuck?
Back to bed, Joe. Yourself?
Good, man. What do we have this week?
Well, with E3 coming up next week, this is kind of the slow period as we're starting to see companies release kind of either lower-end fare or kind of collaborations and collections of stuff.
The crap they're trying to bury.
To a degree, yes.
Yes, okay.
So up first, we have Resistance Burning Skies, which is coming out for the Vita. Now, this game is memorable because this is actually the first-person shooter coming out for the Vita.
Okay.
And what's cool about the Resistance games is that they're set in this alternate history. So during World War II, these aliens called the Chimera invade, and it kind of changes your focus a bit.
All right.
And so the Chimera are not to be confused with former Blue Jacket Jason Chimera.
Okay.
Or the
Chimero.
Yeah. Yes. Although both are very fast and have accuracy issues.
Okay.
So the real gist of the franchise is they've always had these cool weapons. So you've got this thing called the Auger, so you can kind of throw up a shield and then shoot through walls and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And they've got a hedgehog grenade that you can throw out and it pops up and shoots spikes out.
A hedgehog grenade?
Hedgehog grenade.
Okay.
Pretty cool. I mean, it's really good for taking out clumps of enemies.
All right.
So when you ever run around a corner and you see a bunch of bad guys, you're like, I wish I had a hedgehog grenade.
You just pull out your hedgehog grenade and you take care of things.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this game actually takes place during the events of Resistance 2. So you play this firefighter who's defending New York against kind of the first wave of the invasion. And then once that's done, you need to go out and kind of find your wife and daughter and live happily ever after, right? Unfortunately, I'm a huge fan of the game and the franchise. The game isn't very good. The early review scores have been all over the board, which indicates to me that you've got a fairly bad product here.
Okay.
So you probably, unless you're like the Resistance super fan, you probably want to avoid this. I'm a little disappointed as I was looking forward to this game.
So, like, if you have to have everything Resistance, then go ahead. But if you want to get a good game, this is not the thing you want.
Exactly.
Okay.
On the other side of the scale, we have Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition, which is coming out for the PS3, PC, and the Xbox 360. Now, this was actually one of the best games of 2011 when it came out.
Well, how is it the Game of the Year? If is it the game of last year?
It should be, Game of last year if you want to be truth in advertising.
Okay.
So what they've done is they've taken the original game and they've packaged all the original downloadable content as well as a new pack which comes out this week called Harley Quinn's Revenge. Okay. So if you already own the game, you can go out and buy the DLC separately for $10. Which is a little on the steep side because they're estimating it at 2 hours gameplay, which to me kind of indicates that it's probably about an hour and a half.
Okay.
It's 2 hours if you kind of sit there and kind of take your time with it.
Right.
I would wait for a sale if you already own it, but if you don't already own Batman Arkham City, this is probably a game to go out and buy. Okay. It's fantastic. You get to play Batman, you get all the cool toys. It's kind of like Batman meets Escape from New York, and that all the major villains have escaped from Arkham Asylum, and they're now occupying a large part of the city, so you've got to go in and clean house.
Okay, what is that for?
That's for the PS3, the PC, and the Xbox 360.
All right, so that we dug, but not a fan of Resistance Burning Skies.
Exactly.
Definitely. Just to stress. Yeah. Definitely not a fan of Resistance Burning Skies.
I wanted to be, but it's not going to happen.
Not happening. All right, cool. Well, thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. 8:54.